Hello my loves, I am doing my nails. I've already sculpted the clear base here, as you can see. Yes, they're all sculpted and filed in and ready for application. So, I'm going in with Prettiest Pink from Valentino. And I'm just going to use the reverse method to create my little smile line there. I haven't used this one before, Prettiest Pink. It's very nice. I like it very much. It's a nice colour. It went well with the colours I was using. So, I have quite a lot of different, let me just let the dog in. Come on, Milo. I have quite a lot of different cover colours because depending on what colour you're pairing it with, and also depending on the time of year, your skin tone, your client's skin tone, and all that, you need to be able to sort of change it up according to that. I used to think you only needed one cover. I remember when I first started, I had one cover pink, and it was, I think it was natural beige, I think, from Neo, something like that. And then I'd apply the cuticle bead down. I did make this nail bed too big. It was a bit too fat and porky, but that's okay because I just filed it off later on. So it's no biggie. I'm then going to do some little baby boomer nails. So I'm putting a bead of Soft Touch from Valentino down. Soft Touch is like a milky white. It's not as white, which means that we don't have that yucky stickiness that you often get with whites. It's nice and easy to work with. So I'm just going to build up the opacity. These are a lot longer than normal for me, which is different, I guess, when you're doing the ombre. You're like, oh, how far up do I go? I just went with the flow, really. So I'll do that to, I'll be doing the baby boomers on all 3 remaining nails. The thumb is something different. So I just go in with Soft Touch and then I go over the top with Prettiest Pink. So I shall let you enjoy that a second. I have sped it up because this would be a very long video. So as you can see, I go in with the first bead roughly around that join line. I blend that back part out and then I feather the forward part of the bead down the nail. Really simple. And then I do the same. I put my cuticle bead on, tuck it in, and then feather it down the nail. Again, nice and simple. I like these powders, they stay where they're put. And they blend really nicely. So yes, I do this, and then I do exactly the same on the index finger. But we're going to get to the juicy stuff in a minute. This is just the basics. We're just going to put the basics down here. So grab a cup of tea and we'll get to the juicy stuff in a minute. Right, now we're going to do something different. On the thumb here, I am using these beautiful blue flakes from Valentino. They're usually burnished onto a nail at the end, you know, like the flakes you put onto gel polish and stuff like that. However, I thought, well, I'm going to stick them inside acrylic and see what they look like. Doing a whole nail is a little bit of a faff, I'm not going to lie, but the effect afterwards is amazing because it's like loads of layers of metallic, bright royal blue. Which is just so pretty. So I've basically gone through the whole entire nail, laying down super thin layers of acrylic and then adding little bits of the flake. And where you kind of sandwich it in, you've got bits of acrylic and then a little bit more blue, then a bit of acrylic. It sort of looks like it's all laying on top of each other. It's like it's three-dimensional. It's really effective, relatively easy to do, just a bit fiddly. And because the Valentino flakes are like a big pot, they're a bit easier to get your brush in there. They're a nice big juicy pot. So yes, I will leave you with that. Then once that's all done, we're going to cap the thumb and cap these fingers. I think I capped the thumb off camera. Don't worry if you see any little blue bits floating about. They get bloody everywhere, the flakes, because they're so lightweight. Don't worry about it, it's okay. So I'm just going to cap that all now. And then once these are all capped, I shall file in that smile line and we'll get doing some more design work. I was rushing these nails, I'll tell you what. They took me about 4 hours to do on myself, but then I did have to do one side left-handed, so yeah. You know, I was exhausted. I really was tired. Righty-ho, so we're going to file in that smile line. Keep that file moving just slightly so you don't file a straight line. You wouldn't want that. It would not be good. It would not be pretty. Remember to push the file against the acrylic, not down on the nail, okay? Because you're just neatening up that wall. Yes, my wall is a bit too high. Doesn't matter. I'm going to file it off. Not really bothered. It's better to have something to butt it up to than nothing. So I'm doing the same thing with the blue flakes here. I'm using clear acrylic, dipping it into the flakes and then teasing them up into the wings of that smile line. And then I'm just going to speckle them throughout the nail at different layers slightly. It really looks very beautiful when it's all finished. It's a really nice effect and I was super, super happy with it. Then obviously I need to cap this part. So I'm using slightly wetter bead, but not super, super wet. And just gently tease it in. We don't really want air bubbles or anything like that. We want it to be nice and smooth and clear and beautiful. So we'll just tease that all into place. Build up the nail, you know, to the shape I want. And then I did file them off camera because, yes, that was a faff and a half because they're long. My fingers are double jointed, so I have to kind of, it's gross really, but I have to kind of pop, well, I don't even pop them, they just fall out of the socket and I hold them under my other fingers. Any of my fellow bendy fingers will know what I mean. So it's easier for me to file off camera really than try and get it all in frame. And then we'll get to the bling, because there's a ton of bling on these nails, like seriously. Okay, they're filed. I'm just going to quickly top coat this one this finger, the middle finger and the thumb, because they're not having bling on them. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Please excuse me. It's been a long day. Oh, it's my little man's birthday tomorrow. He's going to be 8. Can you believe it? Check out this top coat, by the way. Watch this. Oh, look at that. How beautiful. See what I mean? It looks lush. Love that nail so much. Can't stop looking at it. It's so pretty. So pretty. Then onto the thumb. I'll cure those for 60 seconds in my LED lamp and then we're going to get onto the bling. I promise. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got no bling. We're gonna bling them up. I am using, what am I using? Angel Crystals adhesive. I am using Sapphire AB round flat back Swarovskis. I'm using Sapphire Pear flatback Swarovskis and Sapphire Navette, the larger size, flatback Swarovskis, and the round flatback crystal clear Swarovskis. All from Angel Crystals, as is the Valentino acrylic, all available with a discount when you use my code. Yeah, and my tool there, that's from Angel Crystals too. Ba-blang! And I'm basically just going to do a little pattern down the nail that looks pretty. My dress was like navy blue and white, so yeah, these went really well. Different shades of blue, but then my bag and shoes were slightly different shade of blue to my dress, so they all tied in really, really well in the end. I was a very, very happy lady. It's useful, here's a tip, it's useful to pre-plan where your crystals are going to go. Sketch them out, get them out of the pots, look at them, look at the size, look at what they marry up with, and sketch out on a bit of paper where you think they should go. It really does help, honestly. It's helped me loads doing it that way. And we are almost done. I'm going to top coat these nails, cure them in my lamp for 60 seconds, and show you a quick video of the finished result. I hope you like them. I'll see you on my next video, which is a fruity neon holiday set. Tally bye!